Are you interested in learning how to juggle? If so, you're going to need some bean bags. This video is about how to make them. Cool thing is that they also double as hand warmers because they're full of rice. You stick them in the microwave for like 20 seconds before you're going to go out in the cold and stick them in your pockets, and they help keep your hands warm. So here's how to make them. Okay, if you're going to hand sew the whole thing, you need quite a bit of thread because you have to go around, most of 4 edges on this, so it's going to take quite a bit. And you do want to double thread this one because this is going to take some abuse because you're going to be playing with it, you're going to be tossing it, it's going to fall on the ground a lot. So you want it as strong as possible. So go ahead and thread your needle. This is a lot of thread to manage, so it takes some practice to get the hang of doing this much thread. I'm going to go ahead and pull it all the way out. Sorry, I'm not sure you can see it. Put your knot in the end. Just wrap it around your finger and kind of roll it in there. Get you a little knot like that. Did it stay? Yep, good. Okay. And then gently, this is where the trouble comes because it gets to become quite a mess. You want to keep it as straight as possible. Oh, I see what the problem is. That's my old thread getting in my way. Okay. That's cool. Not sure that's enough, but we'll see. So remember, you're going to put the right sides, which is the fancy sides, together because we're going to sew from the inside. We're going to start, we're going to leave about 1/3 in the middle of this one. That's where we're going to pull it through, and that's where we're going to put the rice in. Okay, so they're not quite lined. Let's line them a little better. Going to leave a little bit of an edge there so that if it ravels, because remember, we're going to be tossing this thing around. Get to the corner, you pull it through. It is true that the machine sewn ones will be a little bit stronger because they make much smaller stitches than we do, but that's okay. We're going to do the best we can. Turn the corner. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sew on around. I'll tune back in at the end. Okay, got a couple little hand sewing tips for you. So, see how the differences in my stitches are? See how these ones are kind of big? These ones aren't going to hold up really, really good to my beanbag. See how they get a little bit smaller over here? That's what you need. You need them tiny. It requires some concentration, it requires some effort. Another tip, and the trick is to just make them small. Okay, you'll get good at it the more you practice. Okay, the other tip I want to share with you is thread management. Okay, so see all this thread out here? If you just pull it through, it has a tendency to get tangled. Anybody found that yet? So what I do is I just kind of stick my hand in it like this to keep it so that it's nice and straight, because the tangling happens right down here at the bottom. So you just kind of keep your hand in it until it gets up close, and then it'll be less likely to tangle. Okay? If you do get a little knot in it like this, just kind of pull it back out. Sometimes it helps to grab your needle and pull it back out. See how I got it straight? And then you can pull it back in. And it'll help it straighten it out. Make sure it lays flat though so it doesn't wrinkle. Okay, I'm on my last little set of stitches here. And I'm going to show you one more time how to do, remember, see how I got my finger caught in there? That just helps keep it from tangling. I'm going to show you how to do a knot here at the end. So, go through all 3 layers. 2 layers. Like this. With your needle just part way out, you're going to take your thread and you're going to wrap it around there 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then put your thumb on it and pull the needle through those threads also, and it will create a knot for you right there. Okay, trim it off. Woohoo! Okay, once you get it all sewn together, you have to turn it right side out. So you just open this little opening here and just pull the inside out. Sometimes it helps if you can stick your finger in there, and then you can kind of get a hold of it. There's the disadvantage of making your little opening really small, is that it's hard to turn inside out. But the advantage is that you have less to sew on the outside later. Okay? Hang on. We'll get it. We'll get it. If it helps, take something from the other end. Ooh, there we go. I got a piece. There we go. Got it. And pull it through. See? All right. So it looks like a little ball. So you take a pen, make sure that you don't have a part out, and you just kind of poke the corners out. That doesn't have to be perfect, because you are going to fill it with rice. There it is. Gonna fill it with rice. Don't want to get it too full, but like 2/3 to 3/4 full. Yeah, I know there's math involved here. That's about half full. A little bit more. Kind of pull the little funnel out as you go. Okay, I think that's enough. Ooh, I'm getting rice all over the place. Okay, so, okay, we need to sew it together. So we have our needle with a knot in the end, the thread. We're going to come in from the inside, so there are knots on the inside. You go down in there, and you come up right about where you stop sewing. See how your knot just kind of goes on the inside? Make sure that your little edges stay folded down. Okay, and we're going to do what they call a whip stitch. I'm going to go over the top. Yes, our threads are going to our thread will show, and normally you would use a thread that's the same color as your material, but I want you to be able to see it. So see how we're going to poke through both layers of material and come right out, and then go back in. Do it again. Always entering from the same side, coming out the same side. Then when you get to the end, you want to go inside and come up. I'm going to do one more stitch. Go down in there, and you're going to come up like always. Make sure you get a little material in there. Come back up only part way. Okay? Oop, I want it to come up in the crease. Like right there. Okay? Then you do what we've done before. You wrap the thread around 3 times. Oops, got it all tangled up. It gets harder when you get shorter thread. 1, 2, 3. Then hold it with your thumb and pull the needle through all those pieces, and it gives you a knot right there. Okay? And we have it. You're ready to start juggling or keeping your hands warm. Now you need, if you're just making hand warmers, you need to do it 1 more time, 1 for each hand. If you're going to learn how to juggle, you need to do it 2 more times, because you need to learn how to juggle 3.